'cause all I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up.
Sheryl Crow is an American singer and songwriter and musician, primarily playing the guitar. She started her musical career as a music teacher. She sang for some advertising jingles, and then somehow she became a backing singer for Michael Jackson on tour, and a backing singer on recordings for big names like Stevie Wonder and Don Henley. In 1992, she recorded a debut album which was scrapped. She became involved in a music collective known as the Tuesday Music Club, who existed before she joined, but effectively became a vehicle for her and her songs, and led to her actual debut, which was called Tuesday Night Music Club. After tensions with the group, she launched out on her own with the second album, Sheryl Crow, and she's had a lot of success and 9 more studio albums since. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was that first actually released album, not the one that got shelved, although I believe that there are the leaked pirate copies around of that one. So it was born out of the Tuesday Music Club, which she joined when she started to date a member of them, and then she joined in, and then by this point where this was released, she'd become effectively the central person of the band's that became her band for this album. I got a copy of this pretty soon after the release, and I have listened to it a lot. It's an old favourite, so, full disclosure here, I'm not coming to this fresh. But I have done a closer listen to this because I'm reviewing it, and I got even more out of it from a closer listen than I have in the past with, a varied depth of listen. Musically varied, I would say. It's like a good singer-songwriter album, in that it bounces around in different styles, but musically infectious, and the band sound like they're really good and tight, which is less like a lot of singer-songwriter to my mind. So the reason why I'm saying this is that singer-songwriter often uses, a variety of different people, and, session musicians, and other people who are not just session musicians, but often they're different from track to track. And this is, as far as I can remember, basically the same band, which is the same group, and they obviously gel really well, in a way that band stuff tends to do more. But it does have quite a variety of feel to it. So ranging from the feel-good pop rock of All I Want to Do, and if you don't know that track, then where have you been? To the Prince-like funk of Solidify, which is one of my 2 favourite tracks on this album, to the slow and immensely tender No One Said It Would Be Easy, which is my other favourite on this album. Both of those are great songs. So the feel and aesthetic of the music is very strong, definitely my kind of thing, often quite catchy, but done with great sensitivity to the songs, and as I keep saying, great band playing here. Singing, she's got an interesting voice, actually. As I was listening, I was thinking about the voice and how to describe it. It is somewhat unusual. It's not a very full voice, so it's not like a Tom Jones voice, which is so full of different harmonics and growl and stuff. But neither is it kind of thin and weedy, but it is thinner, maybe. But it sounds a bit like, I would say, a boy's voice in some ways. I'm not really sure if I can put my finger on why. It's very expressive. She does deliver pretty well. But so obviously I've upped the stuff about the music really strongly here, but actually the songwriting is the thing that's even better here. It's superb. So apparently there were arguments about how much this was a collaborative thing after it was released. However it was done, it's done very, very well. So they're all, as far as I can tell, story situation songs. So, like a collection of well-observed short stories, but they're not story songs in the sense of something happens, then something happens, then something happens. They're basically a snapshot into a situation, and talking about that situation. So, all I want to do, the probably the best known song on this album, maybe "Run, Baby Run." It's unusual for a poppy song. There's quite a bit of content. There's some nice observations. I love all the stuff about Billy and his matches and peeling stuff off the bottles of bourbon. The people in the car wash. Apparently, it's adapted from a poem. What I Can Do for You is a song about. Well, I'm taking it to be a predatory impresario. It's certainly somebody who's somewhat predatory, um, in a romantic sense, let's say. Leaving Las Vegas, has kind of washed over me before, and this time I really listened to it. It's a great song, great use of metaphor. To me, I took this as being, somebody who's talking about leaving Las Vegas, I think, where they were working as a dealer, but it also is a metaphor for, I believe, leaving behind a life of casual sex, which is, yeah, interestingly done. Solidify, one of my two favourites. I actually less able to pin down exactly what it's about, but it's about identity perception. Um, and it's just a great feel as well. And No One Said It Would Be Easy is a song about, it's kind of, I'm thinking of it as a living on a prayer kind of situation. You've got a couple who are living um, in kind of economically challenged situations, and they're maybe rubbing up a little bit against each other at times, but they're dedicated to making it work between them. And my favourite line in the album, in that track, is it's in the context of the father who's come to visit them, and it says, "But before he leaves, he slips the landlord the rent." It's just a great picture there. And the phrase, "No one said it would be easy, but no one said it would be this hard," is one that's come back to me time and time again when I've gone through difficult things. And sometimes I think that it's a great thing that music and songs can be things that help us express things that we're feeling or help us resonate with those things. There's loads of music out there that's just not got a huge amount to it. Songs that do this are really precious, I think. So, great album, so much substance, musically excellent, lyrically even better. So I absolutely love this album. It's getting a really high score from me. And as always, I'd love to know what you think of this album. So please let me know by leaving me a comment. And that's it from me for now.